Warm greetings from the high 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. I have an update pertaining to the missing boys out of California City, and I will bring you that said information. It's by KGET News 17. So I'll let a couple of you fall into the chat before I get started with the said information. Hope you all are well out there. It's a gloomy day here in the high 10, rainy. Hope you all are safe. Once again, a very sad situation out of California City. No new information pertaining to the boys, their whereabouts. Naturally, they are still working on the case. The detectives, FBI. It is not a cold case. For those of you who are curious, hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Ann. Hello, Ashley. Maciel, how you doing? Thank you so very much. God bless all of you. Hi, Dama Dozen. How you doing? Thank you all so much for joining the Queen. Amen. Thank you. Donna. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so kindly. Gulf Coast, how are you? It's now or never. How are you, dear? Amy, how are you? Jennifer, how are you? WVP Ty. Jacqueline Velez, how are you? Hello, sweetheart. Thank you all for joining me. I've got 37 viewing so far. Hello, Crystal Moore. Thank you. I've got one mod on deck. Thank you all for joining me. I will bring you a source, which is KGET 17 News. Most of you are familiar with this news source. They've been reporting on the storyline pertaining to the missing boys since the beginning of its infamy. So thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you all for the wonderful comments pertaining to my abode. I'm so humble. I'm grateful. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you all who follow me on this channel. Thank you for the lovely compliments. I am very thankful for the compliments. Thank you. I think I delivered the message quite nicely, did I not? That part. Thank you, Gulf Coast. Thank you so much. 44 in. I'm going to go ahead and get started so I can drop the link and you all can join the panel. Please be respectful in the chat. On the panel, everyone will not have the same opinion pertaining to the boys, who's responsible, who did, didn't do it, who's involved, where they are, where the parents are, whatever. Just please be respectful to me, the mods, and the chat. You are invited to hit the link after I give my commentary to join the panel. I would prefer to have people on who have never spoken, but all are welcome. So long as you're respectful, you are free to join in the chat and the panel. Thank you all for joining me. One second, please. Thank you all. Hi, Karen. How are you doing?
And leading our newscast at noon, 162 days now since California's City, two boys were reported missing. The Bakersfield Police Department tweeted within the hour, quote, "This is not a cold case," as we show you some video here. 4-year-old Oren and 3-year-old Orson West disappeared back in December. The Bakersfield Police Department is the lead agency in charge of the search and investigation. Now, BPD announced up until this point, the department has seized 170 items, conducted 44 search warrants, led 16 mass area searches in addition to 3 searches outside of California. BPD has received more than 200 tips in this case. There's a reward of $125,000 for information leading to the boys. Now, if you have any information, call the secret witness line at 322.
Okay. They cut that off. That is the said information. by KGET News 17. You can go to their Facebook page to get this information, any information that they've uploaded. I'm going to read this commentary to you. BPD releases information regarding investigation into missing California City toddlers. 44 search warrants have been served. 83 people interviewed and 170 items seized in the investigation into the disappearance of 2 California City toddlers, Bakersfield police said Tuesday. Police tweeted an image with statistics regarding the investigation and said the department is continuing to work with the California City Police Department as well as the FBI and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children to discover what happened to Orrin and Orson West. And when you go into this said video, you will see a diagram showing you all that they've done in the investigation. This is not a cold case, the tweet says in part. Orrin 4 and Orson 3 went missing December 21st. The boys' adopted father, Trezell West, has said the children were playing outside as he gathered firewood. He said he briefly went back inside the house, and when he came out, the boys were gone. Police say 16 mass area searches have been conducted. Investigators have searched 3 locations outside the state, and more than 200 tips have been followed up. Data is continuing to be extracted from cellular and electronic devices, and seized items are being forensically examined. All family members connected to the boys have been interviewed, according to the police. Anyone with information regarding their disappearance is asked to call 661-327-7111. 661-327-7111. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800 The Lost or Current Secret Witness at 661-322-4040. The Secret Witness Hotline is 661-322-4040. Now I will recap what I just read to you by KGET 17 News if you need a source. The case is not cold. The FBI, Cal City, and Bakersfield Police Department, all 3 are intertwined in the investigation of the missing brothers out of California City. So you now know that all 3 departments are working together. Not 1, not 2, but 3. 44 search warrants have been served. 83 people interviewed and 170 items seized in the investigation into the disappearance of the 2 California City toddlers. Also, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children are also involved with California City Department and Bakersfield Police Department. And as I state, there's a diagram inside of this said article if you need verification of all the things that they have done pertaining to this investigation. They've searched 3 locations outside the state. Where were those 3 places? I'd like to know. 200 tips have been followed up. Data is still being extracted from cellular and electronic devices. So that means cell phones, iPads, landlines, computers. Still to this day, they are extracting information from said devices. "16 mass areas searched." 16. So for those of you, we don't call any names, who wanted to try to say they weren't searching over here because you didn't see it on the news and the police didn't notify a YouTuber to tell them, which they don't have to because that's not their damn job to. It's not the job of the police to notify social media when they're searching. You now know, for the record, they searched 16 individual places for the children. So that time I came to you guys and told you that someone on the ground in California let me know that they saw some people surveying an area. Obviously they were. They just didn't notify YouTube because they didn't need your permission to search. Stay woke. 200 tips followed up. 3 places outside the state. Which states? Oregon, Washington, Vegas, what? Nevada, what? Where? Curious. I want to know, whose phones are they searching? What devices are they searching? To whom are the parties? Adoptive parents, bio family members, Pookie, Ray, the neighbors, who? I'm just asking. Who are the people? Devices are they still currently extracting information from? So that would make me think maybe they're still extracting on a line that you on right now. Not what they seized at the time that the children went missing, but what you're currently talking on. Shut up. Oh, you'd be mad, wouldn't you? If you found out law enforcement, FBI has been tracking your phone, listening to your conversations, looking through your emails, your text messages, the apps you are on, who you're talking to, date sites, this and that, Messenger, TikTok, IG, Twitter. Come on, Queen. Oh. You see, there ain't nothing you can do without leaving a trail. As they say, a blueprint, a footprint. All family members connected to the boys have been interviewed, according to the police. So I'd like to know all those said people they talked to. What did they say? And I surely want to know those who didn't want to cooperate and had to be detained. And how long were they detained? Adoptive side, bio side. Which one? Both, perhaps? Nasty business. Thank you all for joining me. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App, kindly accept it. Any donation is accepted. Any super chat during the live stream is accepted. Thank you so much for your help. I've got Ahmad on deck, Crystal Moore. Thank you all for joining me. Tell me what you think. What are the items they're still going over evidence? A coat, a hat, a shoe, hairbrush, toothbrush, what? Sheets, clothes, sippy cups, furniture, pillowcases, pillows. Thank you, Air Force. 2 mods on deck. Amen. Going to drop the link. Please be respectful to the hostess in the chat and the mods. Amen. Put these focals on right quick so I can zoom in. Thank you all for joining me. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the information brought to you all. KGET 17 News. Please log on to their Facebook page to get the said information and the local news out of that general area. Thank you so much, Gulf Coast. Love you too, baby. $91 viewing. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. God bless you. If you have any commentary you want to leave to the Queen, hit my community post and leave your comments there. Thank you. Thank you. And on the last video that I uploaded today, don't leave anything pertaining to any other business, any other cases. Just leave happy notes. And if you can't leave anything happy and joyful on that said video, then you don't have to. Please don't. Thank you so kindly. Any other pertinent business cases, leave those comments on my community post only. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Night Owl. How you doing? Oh, come on now, Crystal. Oh, yikes. Every time. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Okay. Thank you. Let me turn this air up. Whew, it's warm in here. These lights are bright. Thanks for joining me. Hello, Kelbo. Hello, Diane. How are you? Quiet Moments. Daring. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all. Thanks, mods, for dropping the link. Amen. And once again, thank you all for the kind words on the last video. Yes, I dropped that video because I thought it was needed. Someone wants to call a spade. Then maybe the spade should step up and show what the spade is made of. As you see, this is the Queen. No explanation needed, but I gave it anyway. So there shouldn't be any misunderstandings after tonight. You got something you want to say to the Queen, homeboy? Come to me directly. Just come to the Queen directly. You don't have to mince words. You don't have to put stuff in your comment section on the channels. None of that. Come to the Queen directly. See, I'm not with the foolishness. I have my moments where I get a little crunk. Anybody that's followed my content knows me by now. You either like me or you don't. It's no sweat off my back. But if you don't know me, you don't have no business with my name on your tongue. Because I done told you, not what you want. I done said that. This is Home and Gardens, not Florina Parkway, that part. Stay in your lane. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Night Owl. Oh, I know that, Darren. As they say in the street, what is understood doesn't need an explanation. But guess what? I gave it anyway. because I could. Sometimes you got to call a clown out. Worry about your family, your children. That's what you should be focused on. Worry about your family, your children, instead of some stank hole you don't know nothing about. Yeah, I'm going to go there. You people ride or die for people you don't know anything about in a story. Get hyped, talk crazy, want to threaten people about somebody you don't know from Adam. Because like I said, will they go to bat for you? Homeboy. Hell no. Because if a heifer ain't got money to buy food, she sure can't go to bat for you and won't lay down for you. Oops. The other type of lay down. Such as her life. Hi, I'm Chucky. I'll be your friend to the end. Heidi ho. Never that. Pick you some better friends, homeboy. Because you keep running that mouth, you're going to be a YouTube story. Thank you, Small Fries. Now coming live to you from Texas. What a catastrophe. You're going to be a rat in the trap. Hit the link if you want to join the panel. Thank you all for joining me. And thank you for your support. Amen. Oh, it's dirty down here. I keep trying to tell you. When they said dirty South, they meant that. Trust me. The dirty does not stand for smog and pollution. Go ask somebody that might have made it to the cemetery what the dirty stand for. That part. I've learned in this life, you can't please people. There's always going to be a complainer, a hater, but the hater made me greater. Nobody should even have to say anything like this in a live stream, post, comments, because it's silly. I'm 50 years old. You a child of me. You a child. And a lot of these other people, you all act like children out here pertaining to these stories that's really not your business. You don't have a dog in the race. You don't even know the people. But you have a YouTube channel, Facebook, however you get down, blog, somewhere over here or whatever. And you talk about these sad situations. But where you lose your mind is when you get yourself personally involved with people you don't know anything about and could possibly be a suspect in the death of the person and or children. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, sweetheart. Sometimes it's best to just stay in your lane. Be a spectator. There's nothing wrong with being a spectator because it might save your life. It'd be a shame for something bad to happen to you or nasty. Because you do a lot of this. And somebody might want to do a lot of that. You don't shut the hell up. Act like you're grown. That's all you got to do. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Especially when you like preaching about God and Jesus. You shouldn't have no problem. Hit the link if you want to join this panel to talk about Cal City, what the information has been relayed about the searches, the area search, 3 outside state, different states, 3, 16 mass areas in that demographic, assumingly Cal City, Bakersfield, and other areas which were not named. And as I state, I'm glad that was put in the article because a few people got jiggy a few months ago when the Queen told you on a Sunday that they had searched another area. And somebody on the YT wanted to say, oh, no, they didn't. Oop, yeah, they did. They just didn't call you because they don't have to call you. Who are you? Barbara Wawa retired. And some of you getting YT mixed up with mainstream news. Media, not mainstream news. Because on mainstream news, they have people who go out and research the information for the commentary. They get a check. The person that types the story, reads the story, gets a check from the head knocker. Social media is not mainstream news. Just thought I'd let you know that. In case you forgot. Thank you, Karen. 117, how do you feel about what was relayed in that article? Electronic devices still being unloaded right as I speak. What phone, computers, iPads? Whose phone, whose iPad? Are they downloading them as they're speaking and talking on those same devices right now? Ooh, you'd be mad, wouldn't you? You thought you handed over that phone. You went and bought another phone. But the FBI said, I got that number too. I'm everywhere. I'm Big Brother. Thank you, Misty. Hit the link. Yes, still being tracked. Thank you all for joining me. And thank you for the support. God bless all of you. Hope you have a safe weekend. It's on its way. 28 minutes in. If you want to give your opinion pertaining to the search involving the children, the items seized, the people interrogated, electronic devices downloaded currently as I speak, please hit the link to give me your opinion on that said information. Thank you, Darren. I really appreciate it, honey. That's okay. I understand, baby. Just hit me tomorrow. Look, the content will still be up, but thank you, Darren. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Amen. All super chats are welcome during the live. Thank you all so much. Hi, Tracy. How you doing, sweetheart? I guess y'all don't want them wisdom teeth pulled out. Y'all sure ain't trying to hit that link. Thank you, Nancy. Yep, tracking all devices, both party, adoptive family, biological family, especially the adoptive parents, okay? Good night, dear. Mexicali, okay? What does that mean? They aren't going to say where they're searching because they didn't want the public to get in their way. And I'm sure these devices belong to multiple persons. I have to go back and listen and to take a call. Okay, Nancy. Oh, city in California. What about it, Kelbo? Darren got a long name, does she not? She has a business username for YouTube. Well, I guess this is going to be a short live. I must admit, you all talking that chat like y'all are really on the telephone talking. It's baffling to me. I don't get it. I guess they want to be woke. I don't know. I'm just looking at y'all conversation, like I'm watching TV. Shut up. I'm on the TV, but I'm watching TV, watching your chat. Help me out. Hello, Kathy. What tea she got? Wisdom teeth with this in my chat every time I go live. I don't see why you want it so long, Darren? That's a lot. That's a lot. You sound like you got a travel business. Do you have a travel agency? Miss Darren, shut your mouth. That should be the name on a travel agency. Well, here comes Old Faithful. She show up every time.
Hello, Queen.
Hi, darling. I don't know what's their problem down there in that chat. They love to talk, I must admit. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would say they was on the main line talking on the landline.
Right?
And not typing.
Yes, it's always nice to have different opinions.
No, they gonna have arthritis. This chat, I ain't lying. My goodness. Thank you, Stephanie. Yes, it was enjoyable. We did cut up quite a bit, did we not? Oh, okay. Paranormal investigations. Oh, mercy. I see. Okay. What you got to say, Crystal?
So I'm glad that there was some type of update. I mean, there was a little bit more information given out. Not a lot, but I mean, he more or less debunked.
It'll tell you what to do, Carissa. Carissa, just hit the link. It will tell you everything you need to do, sweetheart. It's not rocket science. Just hit the link. It will guide you up. Yes, it was great. Go ahead, Crystal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like how he broke it down as far as, it was 170 items seized, that they're doing their forensics or whatever they're doing with that. I especially liked how he let us know there were 16 mass areas searched. So that's letting me know, okay, they did search areas that possibly people said that they didn't or whatever. But I like how he broke it down for us, and that he said that it's not a cold case, and that they are continuing on looking, like you said, the devices, computers, cell phones, all the electronics, and they're going to go back. They're going to go back months and months and months. So we have to be patient. Something's going to pop up.
Yes.
Something will pop up. So that was a plus. But my questions were, I just wish he kind of could have, maybe he didn't have to tell us like every place that they searched, but like give us an idea of, we searched, what areas they searched. The only reason why I say that is because possibly if, other people do want to continue on with their search, they could go to another area that they didn't search. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So, I mean, but other than that, I mean, it was, I thought it was a little refreshing for me. It was a little refreshing because in that debunked everything that all these people talking about, not saying names.
Look, Lighthearted was enough.
Yeah.
I always want to be the first. I always want to be the first to bring the tea. You can't be the first to bring the tea.
Right.
You can't bring something that you ain't got. Shut up, Queen.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Running out of breath. Running out of breath. Running out of breath. Stay woke.
yeah, and then they searched 3 places outside of the state.
Talk about that. Where do you think they searched those 3 states? I want to hear.
I think Arizona being one.
Okay. Why Arizona?
Because of the realtor and whoever, I can't even remember their names.
Shut up.
Realtors and whoever those girls were. What?
The person that owned the house. The person that owned the house. Her sister. Pooh.
Yeah.
The
So
big
they're
on
in
the farm.
Arizona. So I think that they possibly.
Can't keep up.
I think Arizona's one.
Mhm.
And other 2, I don't know. Possibly Washington.
But that's scary to even hear that out of state, 3 states. Now you have to wonder which states and why. Who led you to those states?
Right.
Tip or information you got from devices?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that was refreshing for me though. That he said that they're still, they're still going through all this evidence, and nobody mentioned 170 items.
Well, what you think those items were?
I possibly, clothes, toothbrushes, combs, possibly carpet, possibly, I don't know, towels and stuff.
Oh, have mercy. Everything, drywall, everything, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they took a lot. That's a lot of items.
Mhm.
And it's going to take a while for all of that, for them to.
Yeah, 170 is perfect. That's what people don't understand, especially in California, which is one, a big state, 2, a state with a lot of crime. That's major overhaul for that state, the agency that they choose to do the forensic testing.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not just going to be one test on these items. It might be, there's going to be several different tests that they run on these items. So, of course, it's going to take a while. But, yeah, and then the devices would be, cell phones, computers, laptops, all that stuff. Whose computers and laptops and all this did they?
Exactly.
That's was it?
Shut up. Who?
Everybody involved, bio and adoptive, and or just 2 people? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was interesting.
Well, you think it was some bios, families, electronics were seized?
I do.
You willing to name 1 or 2?
Possibly Ryan. Possibly Ryan. And I think possibly, because what was it?
I'm trying not to act crazy from the other line. Trying to stay serious. Go ahead.
So I would say Ryan and possibly the 2 dads. I don't know so much about I think it's Anton. I don't know about, I think it's Anton. I don't see too much of him because he.
Who was that? Who's
one of the baby daddies.
It's just my baby daddy. People. Like somebody said, have the baby daddies been verified?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Have they gone to court and got their DNA tested officially?
Yeah, that's what needs.
Or it's just street talk. He the baby daddy. That's what she told me. He the baby daddy, but there hasn't been an official DNA testing.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
As far as Jacqueline and Trezell, I think, of course, they took their stuff, but I'm thinking also, oh my goodness,
Definitely not me.
Wanda. They took her. I think that
Lord, look, it been 600 items coming up out that little dusty backyard. Don't get Queen started.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All that shenanigans going on in that backyard. Baby, plant some flowers. Good Lord Jesus, help me. I think y'all know from how the Queen live. We don't do clutter.
Yeah.
Inside or out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to break my damn good toe on nothing. Queen ain't about to stumble on nothing. Hey, put your shoes up, put your hat up, put your coat up. That's what you taught when you was a child if your mammy raised you right. So as you get grown, you hang your things up. You don't leave them just sitting around. Same thing with outside. Put your little push cart up, put your shovel up, put your hammers up, put your stuff up. You just don't leave it in the yard. That makes you look uncivilized.
Yep, that's right.
Look at real quick, I almost forgot about crazy Wanda. Wanda said, "Thank you. I'm glad y'all forgot about me. Y'all done worked me to death." Thank you, Miss Missy. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I think that he did say 44.
Nancy, something.
He interviewed 44 people, I think it was. It was, I thought I had wrote the list down.
Wait a minute. I should make this a 2-part video. I should be talking about the other case in Texas too. Egg on your face, egg on your face.
Why was I making eggs today and I thought about that?
Queen, don't you start no mess. I won't. Hey, they keep messing with you. They don't know. She might have a alternate personality. Did you hear that, Beverly? You want to fly to Texas, Beverly? You do. You can land in the morning. Okay. You didn't have for long. Okay. 83 people.
It was 83 people?
83 people interviewed, 170 items seized in investigation into the disappearance of the toddlers. Yes, indeed. And they give you a little bio. You know, can't let them see it, but
more to the left. And up. That more perfect. Oh yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, they give
83 people.
They give you a rundown of everything that they've done, which I think that was good. So people.
Yeah, I liked how they broke it down.
Yes, 16 mass area searches. Of course, they didn't tell us where. 200 tips have been followed up. So this is why I was telling you all when I get a little crunk, I was telling you all, stop calling those people if you are not involved directly. You didn't see anything, you didn't hear anything, you don't live in California. Don't call those people. Telephone numbers clogging up their line. You all knew better. Cal City doesn't have but 13 people working on the law enforcement. Why would you be calling their phones? Knowing there has to be somebody to answer the phones to take the information. Think about it. This is a real deal. This is serious. These are missing children. This is not a game.
Right.
So you may be sitting at home in Idaho, New York, something come to you, light bulb moment. Okay. Don't think they don't have qualified people who have not thought of what you thought about. That's their job. But to frivolously just call the line, holding it up with psychic readings and this and that, come on now. And what you heard and what you thought, what Pookie said on this channel, that channel, and Facebook, it's not the time for that. Real investigation, real children missing. And they need people who have had contact with the families and the children. Seen something, heard something. Because you waste their time calling and you don't know anything. These are real children missing. So they don't have time to play duck, duck, goose with phone calls. It's disrespectful. Seriously.
Yeah. But I thought it was for me it was refreshing. It let me know that they haven't stopped, you know.
Well, I'm sure they know. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with what I think. I think they have an idea of who got the children missing. They cannot say because those people, they don't have ironclad evidence to link to the death of the children if indeed there are deaths. So let's say they are deceased. They don't have the exact evidence to say, yeah, you killed those kids. You killed those kids. So right now I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna let you roam. I can't bring you in. I don't have anything to bring you in. But like I said, every state does things different. There are states who will bring you in on suspicion, hold you for suspicion, because laws are different in every state. Too bad this isn't a state that says, I want you in, you're going to stay in. Because I think you did it. Whosoever. Whosoever. Plural.
Right.
I do believe they have an idea of who's behind the disappearance of the children. Oh, I believe that all day long. They just don't have the evidence. So when we don't hear anything, we get beside ourselves and think, oh, they don't know nothing. The case is cold. They ain't got nobody. Oh, I bet they do have somebody, plural, in mind. They just have the smoking gun or the bodies, alive or deceased, to say either way.
And I think they're getting closer because now they're starting to break stuff down. Just like this list. Before we didn't get this list, you know what I mean? Like they didn't have to tell us, oh yeah, we searched 16 areas, we have 170 items. They
How
didn't
long you know, Carissa? Because it might be background in the back on the computer, because when Air Force gets up on the computer, it has a odd noise, and we don't want to hear no airplanes tonight. No jet fuel. Look, I ain't trying to go to the airport unless I'm getting on a plane. Shut up. Yes, they did express that. Sweet one. How about when he said these kids did not walk out or just disappear? Yes, indeed. That's why I'm trying to tell everybody. He was throwing you hints then if you was willing to listen, if you were willing to listen.
Right.
Do I think somebody's been talking now? Well, I don't know, but I do believe they saw what they needed to see day one. That's the very reason why they made the chief made the comment about foul play. The reason the state was called, the children were removed, they saw something. And I've always said that. They saw something the day they went to the house to inquire about the missing children. That's what I kept telling you all. You don't know what they saw in the house. Well, Air Force, what's holding you back? Your propeller is acting up. Come on. Come on up here. Bring that good jet fuel on up here. I'm sure
I can get down so he can come up.
Just need a bit more evidence. Yes, they got to have the smoking gun. They got to have, like I said, a live body, a deceased body.
And if they don't, and I think that it's a harder case when you don't have
the bodies.
The body. So you're gonna need
alive or deceased. Let me clarify that.
Yeah. So you're gonna need extra evidence. You're gonna have to have more solid evidence to make your case. Yeah, I think those cases are harder.
Up here. This is not about to be the Crystal and Angela show for 2 hours. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to hear somebody else's opinion about it.
Well, I cut the live. It don't bother to me. This drunk got new devices she need to try out. Shut up, Queen. What you think about that new device that drunk bought?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah.
He don't want nothing to play.
No, ma'am. That was you better than me because I'm Holyfield all the way.
Oh, guess what? I can be Holyfield too.
No, you did that very classy.
I can do. Let me hush.
That when you do when you have a response like that and you leave that person like with nothing to say, you did a good job. Like they're speechless right now.
Look, ain't nothing you can say without.
Right.
You need to pan it back. Oh my gosh. What do I see in the background? Oh my gosh. Becky, look at that. Oh my gosh. Becky, look at that. Oh, what is it? What is it? Please.
How dare those bottles be back there?
Oh my gosh, Becky, look at the view. Dirty son of a bitch.
Oh man.
When I grow up, I think I want to join the Texas rodeo.
Oh my goodness.
They say everything is big in Texas.
Oh Lord.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey y'all.
They gonna
Not Air Force.
You know I got to You know I got to join this party.
egg on your face.
Amen.
Egg on your face.
Old drunk.
Egg on the
Old drunk. And drunk junior is Crystal. I'm the third drunk. Air Force is Uncle Coco. His hot cocoa.
You know I got to join this party.
I don't know if Miss Nancy drink, but we all drunk. So I can't
Oh,
drink
no.
shit.
I got the whole shebang up here, baby. What you talking about?
And your house
It's
is beautiful.
Old drunk.
Thank you.
You know, haters be
So
hating.
And would you believe I just hung all that up drunk?
Well, you did a good job. It's all level.
And I hung those drunk?
I gotta go back out and come back in.
What's wrong? The propeller is acting up again, sir.
He drunk. He's drunk.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You know what I say?
That's a good one.
Every time I get commentary, I'm coming drunk.
How you ladies doing?
We're good.
Good.
That's good.
This is for Air Force.
Yeah.
This is for Air Force. You know what I said on my birthday? I said
What?
I'm still circling 29, but my jet has run out of fuel, so I put some solar panels on it.
I sure hope the sun been out where you at.
I'm sorry.
Has the sun been out there where you at, baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
You better believe it.
So you gotta look. You can move a little bit with that with the solar how they working.
Yeah, they work good.
Oh, okay. Air Force.
Yes, ma'am. I am so glad that they came out with this case update on the boys. And I'm glad that they didn't share anything with these YouTubers. And I think some of these YouTubers that have said that they've been, boots on the ground. Oh, yeah, I think their devices have been taken too. And I think they've been interviewed and possibly searched their homes.
Who the
some of them.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
Well, because some of them were advocating the biomom too much. For one,
You could be right.
You know, and they've been out there in the desert searching, kicking around bones and all that kind of stuff, not knowing.
You know what?
Wait a minute. Not knowing whether or not they were human bones or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I'm done.
Breaking into vans.
There you go.
Underpass, dentist,
I
doctor,
didn't do
night.
that. I ain't do that. Wasn't me. I wasn't there. Ooh, but you orchestrated.
Come on now.
Causing mayhem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. Going to people's houses and
Oh yeah.
Yeah. knocking on doors and all that kind of crazy stuff. They went too far.
Honorary is what we call honorary. They are honorary social media people. They're honorary. They have no respect for anybody because you cannot just take over because you live out there and you think you can just run up on somebody like you running something, like you about to do something, like you about to move something. You ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Because there's a way about making moves.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I did when I went into Harlem and went to Bubba J's. Shut up, Queen.
Yeah, you got to do it the right way.
Yeah, and look at this, how they kept backstabbing one another.
Well, that was anyway, because guess what? You went in the belly of the beast and you didn't know what was down up in that belly. Didn't I tell you about going up in that belly?
Yeah.
What I tell you, what it smelled like? Because you didn't know what you messing with.
And then the thing about it is when they started backstabbing each other, a lot of stuff from their background, from their closet, the skeletons in their closet started coming out.
Wait a minute. It was Thriller.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Come on, Thriller.
Wasn't no moonwalking going on.
I mean, it was like. I'm just like, y'all need to stop. But this is what happens, like I said, when you trying to run something, when you are not a police officer, sheriff, deputy, bounty hunter, FBI agent, Secret Service, state trooper, state police. You don't have those titles. Nor are you a reliable news source agent. And you just ran up and felt like somebody owed you something. Then you started turning on anybody that had something to say about your tactics. It's a way of doing things.
Yeah,
that's why I thought it was so funny when Wanda West came out and said they at your house.
That was cold. Wanda, that old hag, this old gangster hag right there. Okay, what did nobody say? I mean, that backyard told the story, did it not? I said,
oh yeah, it sure did. It did.
Look, that's Thriller right there.
You know,
wait for something to come up out the ground. Look at her, she gangster. Somebody riding by talking about them kids. You gonna say that about your own grandkids? They at your house. That's something a thug would say to somebody. Oh, wait a minute. Kaya, thug Mrs. Shut up, Angela.
We always said.
Yeah, real deal. I had to.
Well, I'm glad you did because it was long overdue. They needed a fact check, point check, tap on the shoulder. You did a disservice to those children. And with all your sightings and running and jumping out of helicopters and airplanes on all these old wild goose cases, like I said, in the beginning, it was okay watching somebody look like they cared for the children and were trying to find the kids. But at some point after month 1, it became a circus. And then here comes, as you state, the backstabbing, talking bad about people. Then here come the commenters. We're gonna call y'all asses out too, because y'all with that mess too, carrying bones from one channel to the other, jumping on this person channel, telling them what Pookie Ray said about him from this. You just get some dirty YouTubers.
Yeah.
You table hop.
Yeah.
And then when you don't get your way on somebody's channel, you go run right to somebody else's channel and start talking and bashing them. Yeah, I said that because that's what y'all been doing.
And the bad thing,
we still don't have no kids.
Right. And the bad thing about it is, you know, then they started getting on people in other people's channels and started emailing people, trying to locate or finding phone numbers and calling in them and threatening them and so forth and so on, which is uncalled for. You know, you have your you
They're
have your
honoring, but they honoring. They felt
yeah,
like
that's what I'm
we
saying.
been here,
You
we
have
made a mistake, so
right.
we doing this.
Right. You have your channel, you make your commentary, you do your narratives and all that kind of stuff. If people disagree, then people disagree, you know? But don't go out and try to start threatening people with emails and all that kind of stuff saying, well, I'm going to get the court system on you and all this other kind of stuff. Because, you know, if I'm flying by in my jet and my target, you know, is your home or whatever the case may be, I'm dropping some 50 millimeters on you.
Mm. Thank you, real. It was disgusting. But I told people who I talked to in private, I said, just sit back and wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. And the day came when one decided to talk about the other, turn on the other, and then the other turned back and clapped back. Then somebody else joined in. Then somebody new would come and join in. Then you got something funky calling about the dirt from Canada want to join in. Oh boy, what your reason?
It all got crunk over there.
Yeah, it got crunk. Because it proved what I already knew. You don't know these people. Don't nobody know nobody on social media. So you're going to ride or die with people praying that they're giving you the truthful information about the said information. But in the end, none of us know those people in California. And that was the damn point.
It's getting crunk in It's getting crunk in Texas.
What about Texas? Egg on your face.
The spokesperson's getting
oh
crunk
yeah,
in Texas.
That's Thriller time 10. Shut up, Queen.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hit that Thriller.
Egg on your face, egg on your face, egg on your face.
Mm-hmm.
But she cleaning it up now.
Every 5 minutes, upload content. Oh, that's not right. That's not the appropriate word. Not content.
It's
not
a picture.
Content, not a content creator. That's YouTube's definition of a YouTuber.
Yeah. This picture out there today, she cleaning up her house apparently.
Oh,
trying to get rid of evidence.
Mm-mm. But that's what the West was doing
Yes,
when they were cleaning that backyard.
Look at them pretty eyes, would you?
Look at that old drunk.
Monica.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff out on the curb.
I want to reveal this in this live. Monica Shawinski, I do clean houses too.
Yes.
Besides being a part-time healthcare provider, the Queen does clean houses. So if you like to hire me to come out to Texas, I'll gladly clean your house for you.
She may have taken your cleaning solution to heart.
And I do travel light.
I did not say that. I did not say that out loud.
I travel light. I will not be carrying any type of cleaning solutions when I get off the plane in Texas.
I did not say that out loud.
I'll go to the Dollar Tree and buy $1 gas pilot lighter. Then I will go to Walmart and buy a plastic container that holds petrol.
Come on, drunk. You bet.
Then I will make my way by Uber to the local gas station. $5 foot long gas, please. $5. And then I will put the gasoline into the container. And then I will ask the driver to drive me to Florida Parkway, where I will exit the car and set your damn house on fire and burn it down. And that will be my way of cleaning your damn house. Now go run to your boyfriend I said that.
Oh, mercy. Mercy, mercy me.
On the road tonight.
Oh.
These last $2.
Now go get a lawyer.
Come on now.
Oh, yeah. She doing some spring cleaning in the middle of summer, in the middle of heat. But it is not a problem to have some laughs.
No, it's not. Laughter is great.
What's
Laughter is
on
good.
your nose? What's on your nose, Ms. Shawinski?
Pinocchio.
Booger sugar.
A scratch from the pipe.
You go Air Force 5. Ooh. Oh, I got a question. When you have primer, I'm not a meth user, so I don't
You know
know,
what?
and I'm
Oh, I
not
say you
saying.
get ready telling
Man.
yourself, Nancy.
Nancy, don't start
You get ready tell.
that tonight.
Okay,
Because
you know what I was alluding to.
say that again.
Primer for your house.
Pilot lighter. Gas.
Product line.
$5 of gas. $3 of gas. Because some of those containers can't hold but $3 worth of gas.
Depending on the tote.
Get you some 93. It'll hold.
She cleaned up the outside of the house because she embarrassed the mall when his mama's dirty property was shown on the video, the world to see. Oh, you talking about that? Girl, we in Texas now. Sweet one, we left California about 10 minutes ago.
Put that drink down.
We in Dallas.
We doing the moonwalk.
Throw
We
it.
doing we thrilling.
I didn't know you Seven. I didn't know you can get cold sores on your nose. How's that work?
We thrilling and chilling.
I'm just maybe somebody can help me understand.
Cold sores on your nose?
Yeah, I don't know how do you do that because I never heard that you can get cold sores. And I think right now it's kind of warm out there, so I'm a bit confused.
Well, I think if you got a disease, it can
You
show
know
up
what?
anywhere.
You know what? Mid-nasty. I'm not about to play with you. 'Cause we were
You-
Well,
taking the
I guess we might want to ask where her nose been. Shut up, Queen.
You're thinking the same thing I am too, Night Owl.
Mhm.
Dee Dee said herpes.
Okay, I didn't say it out loud. Air Force 5. Me and Night Owl was trying to be
I'm
discreet.
gonna ask it. I'm gonna ask it again. Monica Shawinski, where your nose been? Ting.
Ain't been in the blue dress.
I told you I'm not what you want. You don't want to play fair. This is what you get.
Amen.
Miss Queen, do you see my response to you this afternoon about your beautiful home?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Beautiful for an old drunk. I want to be like you.
Me too. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that video about your hater. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
That
man.
was
What you
The
think about
wall
that, Benihana? What you think about that, Benihana? What you think about that, Benihana?
that was on point.
Yeah, it was.
That was on
was.
point. On
Slow your
point,
roll.
straight to the.
She gave.
All I'm gonna say is slow your roll.
Yeah, you gave it straight forward and to the point.
They keep forgetting
Yeah,
Crystal.
no chaser.
They keep forgetting that Queen. She can land. She can land anywhere. I get invites all over the United States.
Like I said, it is not a problem having a laugh or two. It's good for the soul.
Mystic Brady, please stop it. Thank you, Lola. just goofy as hell. But you have people like that. They don't have anything to focus on because they are the problem. I think what a person should realize is that they have a problem. They need to worry about themselves. You have a real serious problem.
Yeah.
You and your friends out there. So best you go focus on getting you some help instead of worrying about everyday shenanigans. Because I got this.
And the real focus is Cash and Carter.
But that's not their focus. So let's scratch them
I
out.
know.
That
I know it.
let's scratch the dead child. Go focus on yourself because you have shown in the past couple months you effed up. And you really haven't been bringing any content to the channels, period. Because every day it's a bash fest about what some other goofy ass YouTuber done said about you. Grow up.
And you know what? Some of them now are investigating the attorney that's representing Mr. DB.
Say what?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
There are some.
Turn your down a little bit. What you say, baby?
There are some YouTubers out there now investigating the attorney that's representing DB.
For
I
what?
saw that.
What?
Oh yeah.
His
I
past
mean,
history.
for what reason?
So they can get their likes during their narrative and commentaries.
Well,
But they are an attorney.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. They're looking for. I think they're looking for a lot of unnecessary lies, unnecessary crap, in order to probably get this attorney off that case. But I don't think he's going to leave.
Let me tell you something. Once again, this real life out there. That man has a job to do. He is not worried about some dusty ass YouTuber and no commenters.
I know that.
You all live in a bubble out here. Nobody cares about YouTube except for a person that's immersed into YouTube. You should have figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the law book. The only people concerned with the law book is people that's in the law book. Say, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
You think that man goes home and worry about what the hell somebody said about him on YouTube? First thing he gonna say is, they don't even know me.
Mm-hmm.
This is my job. I defend criminals for a living. It's the law. The law says you ought to have representation. That's the law in America. Whether you did it or not, whether you confess it or not, it's the law.
True.
The hell you worrying about a YouTuber, a commenter? I bet you ain't missing no meals. I bet you come on with it, Queen. I bet you don't need no damn pizza. Bye, Felicia.
Baby,
I bet he don't need a GoFundMe page. Bye, Felicia.
They're commenting on his past. But that has nothing to do with his present.
No.
Nothing.
EBT, Colin, EBT card. Ain't no way in hell. You
And
want me to think that heifer ain't got no EBT card?
And he's got degrees behind his name. They don't.
And you get medical for your children. You get medical for your children from the state of Texas. And possibly maybe getting a welfare check. I don't know because I don't know the bylaws about how long you can work, not work, and get a welfare check in the state of Texas. But Queen, whoa. Your food stamp card ought to be on F.
It's just sad, all the rumors and innuendos swirling.
Yeah, it is sad. It's pathetic.
So why buy her food? I'm waiting. Why would somebody need to buy her food? With 4 kids and you don't work nowhere.
I did listen to a very interesting interview with one of the children's biological father and the dynamics of that interview, referring to said Monica and her relationship and how controlling and how manipulative she can be
Yeah.
with men in her life and who she chooses to dial in on and how diabolical she can be. And all I have to say is some people need to be very wary in how your portrayal the other night and your acting skills were, ma'am. They might be right on point, Miss Queen.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. They might be very well on point.
You see, Queen gonna have to get gutter with you for one time. You see, the art of the hustle is to get a victim.
Mhm.
And it can either be I sent for you or you fell in my front.
Yeah.
You fell in my trap.
I need you. I need you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either be willing or falling by accident. You see, game recognize game. She's a street person. Stay woke. Because anytime you partake in narcotics, you will become a street person, whether you want to or not. And it doesn't matter if you white, black, a lawyer, engineer, work at Walmart, you will succumb to the hustle. So it doesn't matter if you was rocking Michael Kors, Gucci bags, Gucci sunglasses, Gucci slippers. You will get gutter to get your high.
It was a really
So
informative.
she's a hustler.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yep.
And anybody ride or die with she a hustler too.
One knows the other.
Amen. Because you see, a chronic knows another chronic. Come on, Queen. Gravitation. You gravitate toward what's familiar
Mm. Mm.
to you.
Come on now.
Yes.
Evenly yoked. But you should be evenly yoked with the one you said I do too. But you can't because you got a problem. Dope is your problem. But you worried about everyday shenanigans. I'm not your problem. Your habit is your problem. And you willing to do whatever you got to do to keep that problem on going. And that means falling in love with another addict who's immersed in a crime. Shut your mouth.
Come on.
I hope the likes and views is worth your time, homeboy. Because in the end, I'm set in stone. I'm set in stone. I ain't got your problems. And I'm grateful to the Almighty. I don't have your problems.
I'm telling you, there was a light bulb that went off today when I saw that.
You're making by dealing with that gap out there in Texas.
Yep.
Yep.
Because in the end, it's up for law enforcement to decide if Darian Brown is involved in kidnapping and murdering that child, not a YouTuber.
Amen.
It's not your damn
It's all. It's all good. Right. That's right. It's gonna come out.
Worry about your family and your wife. You trading in some shit that you don't even begin to understand, homeboy. You're gonna mess around and get your neck cut. Because one thing I've learned from watching you, you don't know when to shut up. You talk too much. And your game ain't tight. I'm not what you want. You're mediocre.
Well, I'm telling you, that interview today, or
That's
the one
a
that I
lesson,
saw, whew, that was deep. That interview that I saw, and I was like, ooh wee, she's done got some claws into somebody.
Mhm.
All I can say is when she get handcuffed, make sure you there to pick her up. Make sure you got a bondsman.
Yeah.
Make sure you got a bondsman. If you loyal, stay loyal to the very end. Make sure you got Miss Monica Sherrod's bond. Because if she ain't involved in killing that kid, she gonna F up another time. Stay woke.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a junkie.
Yeah. Can't trust no junkie.
You've been dancing around the subject. You refuse to talk about that 911 call. Why is that? She won't talk about it. You won't talk about it. You are all over here in my playpen.
I agree with you, Nate Al. She's not a junkie. She's a pathetic junkie.
Mhm.
Ride or die with somebody that's got children. And they turn the devices down, y'all. This woman been getting high and staying in trouble with the law and that boyfriend, and both of them are parents to children. You don't talk about that. You don't talk about that at all.
Children being removed out the house.
Numerous times.
You gutter. You gutter, homeboy. You gutter. You try to act like you don't even know you fooling with a junkie because you a junkie. That's why you immersed. Like minds.
Think alike.
It's just really sad.
Hey, Evie, how you doing? I don't feel sorry for her because she's showing a pattern. She don't care about herself. See, you can't care about me if you don't care about yourself. And that's what people need to understand about the human being. When they show you they don't love themselves, how the hell they gonna love you?
Exactly.
You won't even clean your damn house. You somebody's mama. And you want to get up off your lazy duck and clean, wash, dust stuff off. But you got a safe haven. What are you talking about?
Sad for them babies.
In the same safe haven you got, you now to turned on one of those children who's a problem. But he wasn't a problem in February. Come on, Queen. So what did he do from February up until the morning the child got taken out that room? I'll wait. He was good enough to go to bat for that old man for him to not press charges. So what did Darian Brown do to you? Not your kids. Queen woke. What did he do to you? Because I got a feeling it ain't about your kids. It was never
Right.
about kids. It was never about your kids.
Mhm.
Homegirl, I'm 50 years old. I got 15 years on you. Play them games somewhere else. See, you playing junkie games. I done been around junkies. I know junkies. I can smell them a mile away. You ain't ready for the big leagues. Because if your hustle was tight, you wouldn't need no
She wouldn't open her mouth.
Right.
Put you some eyelashes on and go back your lashes, make you some money. I see it.
She'd have never showed receipts.
What kind of mother is to go to jail back and forth when you have children? And then let's just say your mom and papa couldn't step in and raise your kids while you go to jail. You don't even care. And then here come this goofy ass boy here talking about it like it's nothing. Oh yeah, and the parents they stepped in and took in some kids and she didn't really know what was going on in her house while she was gone. Like she was on vacation. I didn't know going to jail was vacation. Help me understand.
Hear that?
How the hell you gonna go to bat for that? A chick you don't even know. And you gonna go to bat for a person who will break the law, get in trouble, put the blame on somebody else. Oh, it was they dope. Then here come the version about the baby daddy. He saying the same thing she said it, Lizzie. Oh, it was his dope. It was his dope. What if it's his dope? You shouldn't have no problem going to court and telling the judge. Wasn't me. Kept your kids. Y'all some buffoonery.
Exactly.
Everybody started foods. So what not out?
Crystal said, tell Air Force turn down his device. It's an echo.
Yeah, I did. I turned it down.
All these people immersed in this story pertaining to this dead baby are fools. Just like Cal City, just like so many other stories, the people involved had no business procreating. That is the gist of the story. It is going to keep being the story every damn time. You now got another dead baby in Texas. Stay woke.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Same BS.
Yes, ma'am.
Ain't got no business with a kid. And as I state, you're not going to know if you can do the job until you get into the job. But when you realize you cannot hang, hand the baton over. Hand the baton over.
There's a lot of willing participants.
That will take
There's a lot of willing participants out there that are willing to take the baton.
That's the point.
That's right.
Because lots of people have been raised by other people. And it's between you and your parents, guardians, that you can meet up in the middle one day and rectify whatever happened to why you weren't raised by your mother or your father. But this shit y'all doing to these kids is vile and is disrespectful to the spirit.
It's dark. And the darkness is just seeping out of everywhere.
And I wonder how many men were in that house as far as being safe with those kids in there.
Say what? Air Force, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Her house was supposed to have been a safe haven.
Yeah, but one's dead. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Safe haven, safe haven, safe haven. But one's dead. He missing. He gone. He gone. Can't come back. Everybody arguing about who the hell was in the damn video. He dead.
But then how can her house be a safe haven with all those kids in there?
How your house? Start at the beginning. Your spirit ain't right.
Understandable.
You a junkie first before a child even comes into the fold. You a parent. So junkie, got kids, new kids, old kids. Who you fooling? No, you got a trap house. A flop house. There's a difference. No safe haven. A flop house. Because you're not fit. You're not fit to have your own kids, let alone nurture somebody else. How the hell you gonna nurture somebody else's house when you have a drug problem?
Come on.
I'd like to
Whooping
know
your
who
mama.
gave the yeah, I'd like to know who gave the term safe haven, because that's a wrong term. Safe haven is the wrong word to use the description
But
of
I
that
had to
home.
say that because y'all been digging in my business and found out that Darian had been in my house. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
So I got to come up with something new to say.
Hmm.
Yep. Well, I don't know him. I don't know him.
Party house is more like it.
Then somebody rumored that the baby mama, Cameron's girlfriend, was in there with her kid. Do not know if that's true or not. But how messed up would that be? To find out that a baby mama was in there with her baby. So where were they at? In the room with Cameron staying? So where the baby sleep? Oh, wait.
In the garage.
And then the word on the street is the baby bed that the children were sleeping in is the old bed from the baby mama's baby. The toys in the room, old toys.
But she got smart and got out of there, so to speak, as the word is.
But they my kids, and I love my kids.
And
We
then
get
we
up
got
every day
a
at 7
crazy
o'clock.
person from social media want to immerse himself in the case when you ain't even been covering the stuff that you've been talking about. You don't say that. Worried about what the hell I'm supposed to be about. What I'm gonna do you. You don't even talk about the stuff you're supposed to be talking about on your own damn channel. You were, matter of fact, you were Johnny come lately on this case. That could have been your claim to fame, talking about what's going on in your neck of the woods. But because your game ain't tight, you too busy still crying and moaning about what some other dusty tube was doing to you, you lost your way. Because, see, you had been in the belly of the beast before old boy was murdered. Come on, Queen. You've been slipping and sliding before the baby was murdered. See, your spirit ain't right. That's why you out there chasing Jason. And you saw a like mind in Monica Sherrod. Because she is you. You are her.
Man in the mirror.
Exactly. I don't have your problems. I ain't gonna never have your problems. Not now, not never. Because I love a she. And you could throw my name in that mud all damn day. I don't care nothing about none of you. God got me. That's why I don't have your problems. Because I won't have your problems. And I sure as hell wouldn't take your problems to the YT for everybody to see. Hell will freeze over first.
You ain't gonna show them receipts? I hope not.
No, because the receipts that he may have or don't have is biting them in the face.
If you have any respect for yourself, bow out.
Exactly.
You're supposed to have a child and a wife. Bow out. Leave that white girl alone before you end up where that baby is. That's the truth. You on thin ice and you don't even know it. Thank you all for joining.
As always.
No problem.
Much love to you, Queen.
Thank you, baby. These people are sad out here. There ain't no way in the world I'm going to go out here and get myself wrapped up in no crime and I don't have no idea who these people are. I'm not going to do that.
No.
That's why I don't talk a lot about the crimes that go on here. As I told my brother, you don't really know the game of YouTube. You know the game, obviously, of how people get down. You act like you know, but I don't think you know.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be careful the stuff you talk about on the YT.
Yeah.
Because there'll always be that one person listening that's going to have a problem with what you're talking about, and they're going to take it personal.
You could be a Walmart line.
But I'm just saying, when you're
Yeah.
on YT, you're giving your personal opinion about how you feel about what has happened.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you don't know who's listening to what you're saying.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And it would not take rocket science to try to find you.
Yes.
And that's what I try to explain to somebody. I have to pick my Knoxville stories very carefully.
Yes. Yes.
Because if somebody is willing to burn down a white woman's porch because a thug beat up her kid and she called the police and then he went to the schoolhouse and got cornered in the bathroom with the police, you see where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell you think they'll do to the queen?
Exactly.
I heard you was talking about boom, blow my brains out. Oh, something that didn't concern them. But they made it their business.
Yes. People are vile and wicked in this world.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
It's just like the guy that's missing here. I don't know who's involved.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I'm praying that the person that I knew of is not a participant in the disappearance of Mr. Carr.
Exactly.
Because, see, you don't know. That's why you don't get involved with the people in the story.
Exactly.
You that thirsty? You all are ride or die with baby mamas, bio daddies, bio cousins, all this. You don't know them people. Better wake up. So busy trying to get a like and view. And you want to climb in the belly of the beast. And you don't even know what you're doing. I know. They nothing. Because if they was something, they'd have kept their damn kids and we wouldn't be talking about them on YouTube. Or the news.
Amen.
Stay woke.
Always.
You don't know these people out here. And don't
You don't know what?
Somebody wouldn't lure you in? Look at that YouTuber. He's so damn stupid. He all up in my inbox trying to get information. Yeah, I'ma call him back.
I'ma feed him. I'ma feed him what he wants.
Right.
Fatting the frog for the snake.
You all are the dumbest people I have ever seen in my life. Just dumb as hell. Just let somebody come and they tell you anything. You can't wait to upload a video. Chasing folks all in their messenger. With no kind of respect, no manners. You don't even know how to talk. Conduct yourself civilized to get the tea. Y'all ignorant. That's why all of you done fell out with each other. You're just stupid as hell. Bottom feeder.
True.
What do y'all think of that 911 call that she made allegedly? It's a report. So who made it? She made it? Somebody else made it in the house.
I think it was fishy. I think it was like an alibi to prove that she was at the house to say somebody broke in. But like I said, it makes no sense that you wouldn't take a head count. Y'all didn't wake up the house. The intruder could have been the house. What made you think somebody broke in that nasty mug? What was they gonna get?
If I was a robber and I went in there, I think I'm gonna smell it before I touch anything. Shut up, Queen.
I think it was an accident. I think it was, oops, let's do this, and then, uh-oh, it's too late. It's already been done.
What you mean an accident? Don't make no sense what you're saying, Nancy.
Like, let's do this, and then realize the deed's already been done. It's too late. Let's make a call, and then maybe, uh-oh, the deed's already been done, so hang up real quick. Like, we're already too late. Cops already been notified. Something's already up. Too many cops are out. Like, and I think that boy was already there.
Yeah, I believe that.
I think he was already there, because how could he already be out and come in when cops is already all over the place? How could he have already come back in? How could he get there and bypass all those cops?
Right.
I think he was there. I think he was already there. That's just my opinion, though. Maybe he called the cops. Maybe he tried to make the phone call. Who knows? We don't know. There's so much speculation, That's what I'm saying. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they tried to make a phone call and was like, oops, it's already too late. Psst, let's hang up the phone. He's already back or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We have Carissa. Carissa, where you calling from, baby?
I am in Texas.
Oh.
All right. Hi, Carissa.
Where in Texas, baby?
I am in Austin.
Okay. Are you commenting on Cal City or Texas situation?
I'm in Austin.
I said, what are you commenting on? You getting ready to comment
no.
on City or you getting ready to comment on the Texas situation?
Well, I had a lot of questions on the California case.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. Shoot.
Okay, I think I need to mute something.
No, you're good.
You're good.
I actually have questions on the California case, but I wanted to comment on the report, the police report.
Okay.
So I looked up all the incident reports from that day in that case. And so what they do in Texas is the initial call generates the entire report system.
You got something playing in the background. You need to turn it down, please.
So the initial call, when what do I do to do that? I don't know.
No, whatever you got playing in the background, you got a TV, a separate phone.
No, I'm on a laptop with a headphone.
Well, take your headphones off. Just talk regular. Just turn your volume up on your volume button and just talk. Just talk. Just talk regular.
How is that?
Okay, let's see.
Better?
Volume up on your volume button. Well, I hear myself echoing in the background. Maybe not.
I thought I had it.
Well, don't worry about it. Just put your headphones back on. Then I hear myself.
I'm trying.
That's
I'm
okay.
trying.
Hey, look, ain't nothing like the queen hearing herself. Shut your mouth. Okay.
Yeah, this is so
What
confusing. I
what
heard like
question do
30
you have?
people.
Do you have who's the question for? The panel, me, or is everybody?
No, I just wanted to state that the initial call when they found the body, I think generated the time of the 6:53. So that's going to be the time on every incident report.
Yeah, but somebody from that household of Monica's made a phone call.
Yeah, it's on that report. Unless, so what are you trying to say? This is a fake report because it shows business number, all that. No NA.
No, if you no,
Because you got to remember, how would something generate to her house when nobody even knew who the body was?
if you look at the incident report when they found the stolen gun at Darian's later that night, that still has the same time.
Oh, see, I don't know anything about that. $6:53 a.m. is what you're saying?
Yes.
Is on a
So,
report when a gun was found at his house?
yes. So I think they
Ooh.
start a report like a case,
Mm-hmm.
and everything stays on that same time frame. Yes.
Yeah, but that wouldn't make any sense though. Because then that wouldn't be factual information then. Well, what do you have to say about Cal City?
Oh, I have a lot to say about that. And with the audio, that's kind of I'm still not 100%. I think I'm going to wait for another one because it's really hard for me to decipher the audio right now.
What do you mean? The audio of what?
I'm hearing like feedback, like I'm hearing the conversation like 3 times.
What are you talking about on this live? I don't understand what she's saying.
Chris, I have a question
Mhm.
for you.
Mhm.
Who do you think, have you been following the Texas case?
Yes.
Okay, I just have a question. Queen, do you mind if I ask her a question?
You know I don't mind you asking her no question.
Okay. Do you think that DB acted alone
I do.
You do think he acted?
My opinion is that it was Darian Brown in the room at night.
Okay. Do you think he acted alone in abduction and murdering that
I don't
poor little
know.
Cash? Okay.
I really don't know. Like there's so many videos on with like the light in the outside and what could happen, but I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I always say best thing to do is think for yourself. Don't listen to what other people are saying. Watch the videos and don't listen to what other people are saying.
Right.
Because it doesn't help you if you listen to other people.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if you thought that he acted alone or if he had an accomplice or,
No, I totally agree with that.
Personally, I think that he had some part in it, but personally,
Go ahead.
I think that he acted with an accomplice, that he did not do this by himself.
Well, Carissa, let me ask you this: do you believe that a 911 call emanated from from Florina Parkway that morning at 6:53 or no?
No. But the confusing part of it is I was searching the incident reports on the Dallas County webpage, and the only report that's missing is the report she claimed she called in at 11.
And why you think that is?
That's odd.
I'm
Mhm.
sad.
I just think that the whole case was generated from the initial call from the lady who found Cash.
But you know, that doesn't really make any sense.
It doesn't to me either, but it's the same time on all the incident reports, according
Well, maybe there's a
involving
glitch,
this.
maybe there's a glitch in the computer.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't. I'm not somebody made up this story of a 653 call because it shows burglary and all that. Burglary and breaking in is not the same thing as finding a gun. It would say gun.
Well, don't get me wrong. I do not feel that the people in the house are innocent. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the incident report for the gun was Darian's address.
Okay, so that's the point I'm making. This was not his address that was on the report for the burglary at 653.
Right. It's a separate incident report.
Right, because it's supposed to be separate because they're not the same house, not the same people.
And that would be what he was additionally charged with,
Mm-hmm.
is probably something that is stemmed from that additional phone call. That's something that they probably were able to additionally charge him with, is what I'm assuming. That's my opinion, of course, but
So what do you have to say about Cal City?
Well, my biggest question on that case is, when did the adopted parents leave the house? Did they leave immediately after that happened?
What do you mean?
Did they leave the house?
Well, let me ask you something. Have you followed the story?
Yeah, well, you actually put me on that story about 4 or 5 days ago, and I've been binge watching videos.
Okay.
So I have questions.
Are you taking notes as I'm talking to you?
I have notes on what I've watched so far, yes.
Okay. And I'm just curious, why are you taking notes? You just curious or you're just
I'm very curious, yes.
Okay. So where do you think they went to? When you say went to, you mean walked around, drove around looking for the children?
No, I mean, did they leave the house completely?
You mean
Did they move out?
You mean after the church? Well, they gonna sing at the house after probably the 26th
Okay.
December.
Yeah.
And they have not been back. If they have, it's probably just to get belongings, at right after the children went missing.
And then my other question is, I saw a video that said that the adopted grandmother, Miss West, was also a caseworker for CPS and foster care.
That's just the rumors. We don't.
Okay, that's what I wanted to confirm.
There's no
it was just a rumor.
There's no verification of anything that has transpired on social media. Period.
Okay.
That's just people talking. We don't have anyone from social services giving any information pertaining to the children, how they got into foster care, who they were placed with. Everything is from other people's mouths and random people speaking.
no receipts.
No receipts.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very sad case.
Somebody asked in the chat, are you trying to start a YouTube channel?
No.
Just ask.
I like to be. I just like to be involved.
Involved? What do you mean?
No, just to be involved in being able to talk and not just chatting.
I see. Okay.
That is a very sad case in Cal City.
Yes, it is. Because everybody has their own theory of what they think happened to the children.
Well, one thing I do feel from watching the videos that I did do is their story doesn't add up. The neighbor's security camera did not show the kids leave that backyard. So I do not feel that they were missing that night.
Okay.
But I don't know what happened.
Okay.
That is a mutual consensus on a lot of people, with a lot of people.
Yes.
I can actually say that a lot of people consensus is that they feel that, well, when a police officer comes out and says, we would like to know if anybody has seen them in the last year, that tells a lot. And as Miss Angela will say, stay woke. And if you go back to the beginning of the story, she says that will tell you a lot. To listen from the very beginning of the interviews, because that will tell you pretty much everything you need to know. When he says,
yeah, I did. I watched everything. I mean, I saw your live with Doug, like maybe I think it was over the weekend, and then I kind of binge watched everything.
Okay.
yeah, when an officer says we need to know if anybody has seen them in the last year, that is sad. That is very sad.
That lets me know they've already gotten information that nobody has seen them.
And that takes you back. And that takes you back to Bakersfield, not Cal City. She's flipping notes.
Yeah, I see. I hear all that paper flip.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. She's taking notes, Miss Angie. She's flipping notes.
Why the boys were moved from first
Well,
fam to second fam. No one knows
a lot.
Or how the baby's leg was broken. Well, sweet one, it doesn't matter. We know a damn baby can't break his own damn leg. Don't start with me, please.
That's right. Not when they're 3 months old or 2 months old.
You can't walk. You can't walk to break your own leg.
And that is the strongest leg in the body. So that takes a lot of force to break that leg. What was it? The femur?
It takes force to break it if you grown.
That's right. So, Miss Carissa, I would start back at the beginning and listen and go all the way back to Bakersfield, because that tells a lot when a police officer says in the last year, we're needing to see if anybody has seen those babies in the last year. That's my opinion. That is the main consensus of what I'm hearing about everybody.
This case just kind of pulled at my heartstrings.
It's very, very, very sad. Very sad.
Well, I think a lot of people are curious to who you are. We're going to go on and say that because you're on here. You might want to know in case you want to look at the chat. Somebody asked if you were a reporter.
No, I'm at.
You stuttering. You actually was.
No. Okay, I have to tell you that the audio, I'm literally hearing like you and Nancy talk, and then it. And so I'm not a reporter. I live in Austin, Texas. I actually heard about the cash case, and I started looking it up on YouTube, and I actually found Molly Golightly's page.
Yeah, Molly, I heard of her. Yes.
And then from there, I just kind of I'm right now laid off, so I don't have anything really to do. So.
So you hadn't heard about Cal City in the past couple months since it started?
No, I actually didn't start really watching a lot of stuff until the cash case.
Oh, I see. So you don't watch YouTube?
No.
I got you. Okay, and that's what I've told people, that there are people who don't watch YouTube, just like Facebook. There's people that's not on Facebook, or people that really get into posts and things like that. Everybody don't live the same. That's what I think a lot of people don't understand about social media. Everybody's not immersed into social media.
Hi, Angela.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, no, I literally just, I mean, I've had a YouTube page for years, but I mean, I haven't really, I watch it every day now since the cash case.
What do you mean you had a YouTube page?
I mean, I have one where I like look at videos and stuff. I don't have any loaded videos, but I mean, my it's just I have a page, but I don't have a channel where I make videos.
Well, you can't have a page and not. You have a channel, you just don't have any content. That's what you're saying.
Yes, correct.
Well, how long ago was it that you had to upload the channel?
What was that?
How long ago did you uploaded the channel?
Probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, maybe like 10 years ago.
Okay. Do you plan on uploading anything on it now, talking about any of these cases?
No.
Yeah, Angela Crystal said tell Carissa to close one of her tabs.
Oh, which tab?
This one.
You go, Miss Angela.
Yeah. Did you say this? Lord of God.
Age of Aquarius. Stay woke.
I got caught up, huh?
Sarah, you all right?
Sarah was giving it to me in the chat. Sarah said, night out.
I hear Mr. Air Force in the background. I hear him buzzing.
Look,
Here they go.
it can't go. It propeller broke.
Propeller broke.
I hear it. I hear an airplane.
I can't fool with y'all.
Is that
I'm on
better?
in 747.
Krista Moore, hit the link. I want you to come up for just a second, please. Come on, Mayweather.
Mayweather. Baba Wawa.
Nancy, don't. Please.
Well, I gave that Al the nickname of Nancy Grace.
Nancy.
Oh,
Oh,
you
come
know
on,
I
Nancy.
don't like Nancy Grace.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, come on.
Night Owl. Look, I was gonna say Nancy. Night Owl be intuitive.
I don't like
not-
Nancy.
The right questions.
And I'm not no nasty Nancy neither.
Ooh,
From
I didn't
the
say
other
that.
night.
No, I didn't say that.
No, I'm Flo with some coffee. Flo.
So funny.
Come on through, Flo.
There go Sherlock Holmes.
Now that's Mayweather.
Hello.
Dang, you weren't gonna get kicked out. Let me tell y'all something. I pick and choose when to block people. Just because you noticing something that does not seem right to you in the chat, I'm not gonna block you for that. But know that I'm always woke. Not drunk. Shut up.
We
There was
drunk.
something.
Well, what you think about this just now, Crystal? Are we missing something, or the people jumping to conclusions in the chat? Come on, we're gonna keep it 100.
What happened?
Gosh.
Crystal, come on.
I love it.
There was something off.
So you know what?
Crystal got lost.
I knew you.
That was
I knew
off.
you was gonna catch on when I said close her tab.
You know, that was off. That was something off on that one.
So everybody, we gonna be in the chat. How many of y'all think this conversation was bogus?
Yeah,
One.
it was too much. It was too much going
Me?
on.
Yeah,
Okay.
you heard me say.
Not Al said something was off. Air Force, what you say?
I think
That was
yeah,
something about
it was a lot of things going on with her.
you heard me say
Espe-
she was flipping papers.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you could
Okay.
hear her. She
Yeah.
was doing this.
Sis, you cutting up.
I think that's why.
I
I
gotta
think
take
that's.
a mic. I'm gonna take this off myself. Girl, you don't leave me alone.
I think
You
it,
know
I
Something,
think that's why Tang asked her if she was a reporter.
what?
Yeah,
something just ain't right. Someone
you
right.
you heard me
I got to
say,
get to
what
the
you
page.
flipping papers? You flipping some
That mother.
papers.
It was strange. That was a very strange. I mean, I understand there are people who take notes in the beginning of stories, but my thing is, I guess I'm kind of looking at like the story's late. Not that it's her fault, if indeed she don't mean no harm, but it did seem odd to me.
And she paused when you said, "Are you a reporter?" And she's
Yes,
like,
she did pause.
and I'm like, "Oh, what the hell is she do?" I'm thinking, "You come on, girl, you got to have better."
Well, guess what? We'll know when we hear our voice on YouTube. Shut up, Corey.
I ain't
Yeah.
uploaded in 10 years. 10 years.
Yeah, you cut that off real quick. Oop, doomp, and I was like,
I
"Ooh."
didn't cut the line.
You didn't close her out. Come on, Angel.
No, I didn't do that.
No, you didn't do that, did you?
Beverly, did you do that?
She dropped. We dropped a connection.
Beverly.
Beverly.
You hear me talking to you, girl.
Beverly.
She sleep.
She sleep. Yeah, you dropped a connection. You had a bad, poor connection, didn't you? You need to move. You need to shimmy on to somewhere else in there.
I mean, I ain't touch nothing.
Hey,
That was Beverly.
Beverly dropped a connection.
Beverly girl.
Beverly.
you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Beverly supposed to be here Saturday.
you hear
She's
me?
supposed to be your spotter.
She
She dropped a connection. Shame on
Wasn't her.
Beverly.
Wasn't
Egg on
her.
the face. Egg in the face. Egg in the face. Egg in the face.
What I like about you, Queen, is that you let people hang themselves.
Yeah.
That's right. She done took that rope and
You have a distinct way of letting people hang themselves by the questions
Yeah.
that you ask.
Yeah.
And when that happens, they become confused
I
and
love
and bewildered.
Crystal, please, you making Crystal go. See,
it. I
see,
love it.
I know you love it. I know you love it. I know you
That's
do.
why
I love it when
that's why-
people are like stomp. You stomp them.
that's
you
why I
go.
said, boy, she
But
sure is.
she stomps
why
on them in a nice way.
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I said, boy, I hear a lot of paper. That's like,
Queen,
I
you
hear a
better
lot
than
of paper.
you
When
hear a
better
lot
Nancy
of
than me,
said that, I
Queen.
wanted to bust out laughing, but I said, nope.
I know. So I said, oh, I hear she sure is shuffling a lot of paper.
Then Nancy said, that's a lot.
Yes, Joy.
A lot of
Yes.
paper.
Whoever you think it is, we've been talking about. It is that person.
Mm-hmm. I was like, that's a lot of paper. That's why I said, Queen, can I ask
I
her a
didn't know what
question?
was going on. I mean, the questions. I just was like, I don't know. I just asked.
Yeah. That's why I was like, can I
But
ask her a
Nancy said, that's a
question?
lot of paper.
Yeah,
She
that's a
ain't said
lot
it's
of
a little bit
paper.
of paper. That's a lot of
A
paper.
lot of paper. That's a
I
lot
like
of
Beverly
paper.
too. I like Beverly too. I like old Beverly.
I know. I
I
like
like
Beverly
That's how I
too.
hear.
I like her too. I like her too.
I like Beverly too.
I like her.
That girl
Y'all,
said construction
funny.
paper and crayons. You know,
that's right.
Oh,
That's a lot of
not
paper.
construction paper and crayons, sweet one.
Oh, that girl got some egg on her face, egg on her face, egg on her face.
I don't know what's going on. All I can say wasn't me. I'm just
Wasn't
listening.
you? That's
No, it
right.
wasn't me. I'm just listening.
I asked a few questions. That's it. That's all I did.
Yeah, I don't know her, so I don't.
Beverly
But that
put some
mother
egg
told
on her
me all
face.
the reports said 653 on them. I said,
That's that Lola talking about sounded like 80s newscaster with the paper. No, man.
You
That's
sh-
not
you know,
Lola
you
trip.
sure?
that is not
Hey,
nice.
was it Perla
Oh,
up? Was it Perla up in there disguised as Carissa?
do you know I thought about that? I thought about that. Perla,
You did you? Was it Perla up in there disguised as Carissa?
y'all see.
But Beverly put some egg on her face, egg on her face, egg on her face.
No,
it might have been Pearl because
Beverly didn't do
she
that.
said she was
Somebody
unemployed.
did that
That's
on
what I said. That's what I
She
said.
said she was unemployed.
unemployed.
Beverly asleep. She over there scratched out right now. She ain't doing nothing.
That's why I said it could have been Perla up in there disguised as Carissa because Perla's supposed
She
to
said
be
she
on the
was
floor.
unemployed.
Y'all sick. Y'all are really sick. Do you
Well,
know-
Miss Beverly said, "Eat my dust."
Krista, you done took floor.
What does that mean, Nancy?
What does that mean? Y'all ain't never seen
No,
Dukes
she
of
didn't call herself
Hazzard?
Molly. She mentioned Molly's channel. She didn't call herself Molly.
Oh,
What does that eat my dust mean, Nancy?
y'all never seen Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah, 3 movies ago when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Where they peel out.
My dust.
Eat
I
my
gotta watch
dust.
So that means what? Get on somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Chris done took flows.
Kelbo, you missed the whole thing. You gotta go back.
That was a good one.
This group
Catch
here is
the replay.
you hear me? This group here is hell. Hey,
Crystal done took Flo's words.
eat my dust. Okay.
Get on the floor.
I still love my Alice. Ma'am, kiss my grits.
That's right. Just be like, get on the floor,
I
put your
love it.
hands up.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna do no more role playing, y'all, because we just gonna act serious like these kids, and we start talking off the wall. I mean, I was wanting to do one of my old lives, like I would do on the weekends, where we talk about crazy topics, because I still want to kind of talk about T.I. and Tiny, that situation, and then I had another situation I want to talk about, but it's kind of serious, dealing with children and mothers, women who choose their men over their children as far as being accused of child molesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my word.
I thought that'd be a good topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cabo, definitely a replay. I go to bed listening to myself.
Oh my word. My daughter, I was playing it for my daughter. She just cracking up. She said, Mama, you got to send me that link. I did. She said, Mama, you are a hoot. She said, I said, yeah.
Does she know you get up on the live stream, ma'am?
Do what now?
Does she know you get up here on the panel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She said, Mama, you a hoot. Yeah. She said, Mama, you a hoot. She said,
you are.
She said, Miss Angie reminds me of Tasha, my best friend. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She said, Mama, you a hoot. She said, I said, well, wouldn't you better have me that way than with a broom stuck up my fanny? She said, yes.
Thank you, Lola. Thank you, baby. Yeah, I have my moments. I try to be nice to people, but you can't, like I said, you can't please everybody all the time. It's always going to be a complainer, always going to be a complaint. Somebody going to have a problem with you. That's life.
It is. That's life. I'm
not worried about anybody out here in the street, the YT. I don't really care because I have a life, so it doesn't matter.
There's a time to be serious and have serious subjects and serious talk.
Yeah.
And then there's a time to blow off some steam.
It is. And this case, Cal City, this Texas, and now this new Texas, it's like you have got to be kidding me. You understand what I'm saying?
It is sad.
Ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
It is such a sad situation. And these babies have got no voice. There's no voice for them.
Because the wrong people have them. The wrong people have them. I mean, it's just like right where I'm at right now. I want to tell a story, but like I tell you, I always have to be careful what I repeat.
And about your friends, that is so very sad. Very sad.
That's not my friend. That's not my friend.
No. The women that you knew. That's very sad.
Oh, about Millie.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
very, very sad.
Well, you know, this is what's crazy. When I jog my memory back of Millie, it's like I see her every weekend at the bar. So in my mind, it's like, how do you go from that to deceased, murder? It's hard to correlate the two.
I mean, I can tell you a personal story of Texas in my own personal life. My brother's wife, they ended up getting divorced and she moved to Texas, and she was murdered in Texas, and a gentleman served time. He was a black gentleman. He served time, years and years of time, and he just happened to be a friend who's visited her. He left fingerprints on a pop bottle, and he was innocent of the crime, but
I never
because
heard
he
that. I
was
ain't heard that word in a long time. A pop box.
a pop bottle, and he was innocent of the crime. DNA was not available at the time,
Yes,
but
yes.
because current DNA, he was innocent of the crime
Yeah.
and was released. It is in the paper,
Oh,
news. Yes, news. He was released, and they still have not found her murderer, but he was
What
released.
year did this happen?
You know, Queen, I'll have to look it up, but I mean, I could inbox you her name and you can do the research on it. But he was released, and my niece and nephew actually met with him, and but he was released. He did not do the crime, but yet they have still not found her murderer.
Well, who do you
And
all
he
think did it?
a person in law enforcement from a different
That's not good.
state.
How much
Yes, from
time?
a different
Wait, a
state.
different state.
From a different state, yes.
So was she somebody from a different state? Is what you're saying?
Yes, from a different state.
Oh, wow.
He did a numerous time. He did, I think, I want to say over 10 years. Yes.
Wow.
The guy
did.
who was wrongfully accused.
Yes, he was wrongfully accused.
So that's
Yes,
when
ma'am.
they did the DNA and saw he wasn't that guy.
Yes, he
Okay,
did. They went back and did the DNA, and he was not the person.
How you
She
get
was-
back 10 years?
Jeez.
Yeah, you don't get back.
17
It was
years, 20 years, 30 years. Can you imagine
It
being
was-
incarcerated that long?
yes, it was 10 years plus. I know it was plus. She was stabbed 30 some plus times from the waist up. Yes.
That was personal.
Yes, it was very personal. Very
Let me ask you
personal.
something. What part of Texas was this in?
You really want me to say outside of Dallas, ma'am?
But I'm saying, are we talking about the 80s or the 90s?
We're talking about let's see, my brother passed in 2000, so it would have been
After that. After 2000?
no, before 2000. So it would have been in the late 90s.
Was she single?
She had 2 other children and was at the time, yes.
Okay. Did she live in an apartment or a house?
Apartment.
Was it a townhouse?
No, single dwelling apartment, lower level.
Lower level.
Yeah, it was so botched that when I went in there to retrieve some of the things for my niece and nephew, I found evidence in the bathroom.
Wow.
We had to retrieve ourselves back out, and they had to come back in to retrieve the evidence.
What? Wow.
Yes, ma'am. And when we first went into the apartment, there was still
She said it was not recent. Come on now.
no. And when we went back into the apartment, there was still blood evidence in the floor where she laid. It was that
Where was she
bad.
Terrible.
Yes, it was that bad. It was very, very, very bad. My brother could not even go in the apartment.
Where were her children? Where were her children when this crime happened?
The 2 small children at the time that she had them were in another state with their grandparents. And my brother's children, he had gained custody of them. They were in the other state. She was by herself.
Mm.
And of course, there were illegal narcotics involved. But yes, this person was just her friend. Yes, and this person was just her friend that happened to be visiting her, and that's who they've honed in on him. They didn't look for no other suspects, and that's who they charged. And he was very innocent.
Okay, so what is the connection to the person that you all believe did the crime that lives out of town? What is his connection to her?
Knew her and connected to the father of the other two children.
So what you said, he was a hitman?
I wouldn't say that. I would just say connected by way of
Did he like her,
association.
possibly fancied her to stop by one night?
Maybe so, but it's still an open investigation, so I can't really say a whole lot. But you know, by way of association.
Do you know more than what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
I can say that there were neighbors that heard screaming that did not call the cops. I can say that they did see someone leaving the next day with description given. I can say that person
was this person Caucasian or black?
Caucasian. I can say that that person had to have showered before they left, because that was the evidence that I found.
You took a bath in your house?
Yeah, because that was the evidence that I found, and that they had to come back in and retrieve.
So perhaps his clothes were bloody, but what did he change in?
I don't know, but they had to have done something, because she was stabbed from the waist up over 30 some odd times. And some of them were defensive wounds. It was very, very, very traumatic and very personal. So, you know, it was very sad.
Wow.
And that is still an open-ended investigation, cold case, gone cold, because they do not have the killer. They do not have any information on it. They do not have a person in jail for it. And, but this person, thankfully, has been released and has gained his...
Yes, because that's anytime you're away and you haven't committed a crime, that's the time you can't get back.
Nope. He had a small child.
Yeah,
he had a small child at the time, and now that person, you know, now he's gotten his life back.
Yeah.
So they don't have
a long time.
Yeah. So I do hope justice for these children, that whomever has committed this crime, they get put under the jail. And I hope the DNA now is so good that I hope that they go.
Okay. It's terrible.
It is very terrible.
Well, Lordy, I'm 2 hours and 23 minutes in. I'm going to ask you all something before I check out of here. Do you think they will make an arrest before the fall pertaining to Cal City?
I say...
We'll shoot for the fall since it's June.
June? You think by the end of June? Is that what you said?
I said since it's June, let's shoot for fall. Let's say fall. I've already said fall months ago because I just felt it seemed right. So, like I had said, I hate to look up and it's fall. Yeah. And we're still talking about this. And I said that months ago when it's probably March.
I say yes, because they're letting that other out today.
Okay.
I think yes. And I think that... I think they're getting closer, because they're letting a little bit out, and they let that news out today. And if not, they are sure making people nervous and scared.
Yeah.
Who are we speaking of?
I think the players, bio family, adoptive family, anybody who's got a little bit of a hand in something, because now they definitely know they're on the radar.
They, Trezell and this woman, they killed the kids. They sold the kids. They gave the kids over. What did they do?
I think they killed the kid.
Okay.
I think
I think they killed him.
Okay, Nancy, what do you think?
I think that they did away with them. I think whether it was an accident or purposely or what for whatever reason,
Yeah.
I think
So
the
you
kids are
think
no
they are
longer
deceased?
alive. I'm sorry?
You don't think they are alive?
No, I do not think that they are alive.
Okay. Do you
Sadly.
believe that they were killed before they even left Bakersfield?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Air Force next. Okay, and Night Owl says the same. So you all are saying before those people moved to Cal City, those children were dead before they packed their luggage.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yes, sadly I do. I don't think that those
Okay, see you later,
children
Joy.
I don't think those
They
children
bought the
made
house.
it.
It was September, October.
Yeah, I don't think those
It's closed.
children made it to
It
Cal
closed in
City.
October, September.
Yeah, I think
Too
they've
many
been long.
I think too many
Unfortunately.
conflicting stories, and I just don't think that those children made it to Cal City.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly.
Honey Hunt says, I think they're alive, going back to when the house was bought.
I mean, that would be the ultimate happiness if they are still alive, but I don't feel that they are.
Well, I think I judge my I form my opinions on stats. I form my opinion on stats, human nature, how you act after the fact when you decide to come forward to give information about your children. That's how I judge the situation. I judge you according to how you talk, how you look, what you didn't say. Your follow-up with the police department, stay woke. Because you see, if I'm really concerned about my kids, I'm going to be in your face. You ain't got to come to me. You ain't got to send Pearl or Pookie Ray Ray to my house to talk to me about my kids. Stay woke. I'm going to be in your face. I'm going to be at the front door. I'm going to be on the FBI's back. I'm going to be on the police back. I'm going to be on the news reporter back. I'm going to be on the newspaper back. See, you don't see that in this case. You don't see anybody coming forward on behalf of the adoptive parents to say yay or nay. They're good people. They're bad people. Stay woke.
Yeah,
you know how many people commit crimes every day and there's somebody rooting for them? I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good guy. He'd never do that. No, that ain't her. Becky wouldn't do that. No, I know Becky. I went to school with Becky. That's my neighbor. She's a great person. Don't you find that strange? Two people with 6 kids, and not one human being has come forward to a news source to say yay or nay.
Mm-hmm.
In what world does that happen?
Not usually people are ready to either pounce or praise.
I know they're real nice. Our kids play together. Whoop! You ain't heard that. Come on, Queen. I tell you, stay woke.
Mm-mm.
When have you ever heard somebody not telling somebody about children playing together? You ain't heard one person come forward to say their child played with the children. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Oh, you forgot. They got older kids. Stay woke.
Mm-hmm.
They got kids they had before they adopted the children. You mean to tell me your children ain't never went outside and played with nobody?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they ever.
5 on 10, not one dusty person to come forward to say yay or nay.
That's why I don't think they ever made it to Cal City. That's sad, but I just don't.
I don't think nobody really even saw them outside of the social workers and the people in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why they don't have a current picture for them babies.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You chose to live this way because. Why? No interaction with the public. Why?
There's too many ifs.
You were living this way before COVID, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
You adopted those kids. Why?
And too quickly.
Okay, sweet one. We see that. Strange to me. Very strange.
To me, they were just basically used for whatever they needed to put down for like financial resource, and then they were done.
Right.
With a paycheck.
A means to an end.
An end. Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are used this way, whether they're children, whether they're adults. Just see what I can get from them. Keep it moving.
Exactly.
So this story is no different than Cash and Carter.
Exactly.
Somebody checked out day one. After y'all put it together, it's the checking out is what leads to the children going missing and then found dead or dead on the spot. She had an accident. She stopped breathing. She got a head contusion, head wound. He got a head wound. Stay woke. You checked out day one. Don't you see the similarities of Cal City and Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Somebody child went over here, went over there, and now they dead or they missing. And
Sad.
they got some fool that don't know nothing from nothing, willing to ride or die with some bio parents that neglected their children, failed their children. So that leads me to think, if you are ride or die with somebody that will fail their children willingly, that led to them missing and or death, or put in a dangerous situation, you would do the same. Come on, Queen.
So they were too distraught going to parties.
Birds
Didi,
of a feather.
Lord, listen to Didi talking about the electronic devices may be CPS employees also. Where'd you get that from?
It's just
That's
all
okay,
sad.
Joy. You see, all these cases are the same. They're just a different child's name, different race, different city, different baby mama, baby daddy. But the situation is the same. They checked out.
Yeah.
They no longer wanted to be invested in the child.
Didn't
Children.
want to be responsible.
That's it.
No accountability.
In that case, with this new case out of Texas, I have not opened up anything to really investigate or look at anything, but from what I've heard, I don't like.
Nope.
And I don't think my stomach could hold that one.
Nope. Not from what I read today.
Yeah.
It is really
I don't think I can
sickening.
do that.
It's sickening.
Yes, same situation, different day and different state. That's all. All these cases are the same. Somebody checked out. Somebody hit a baby, suffocated a baby, beat a baby, raped the baby, molested a baby. It's all the same. Somebody hated
And
a
they
baby.
need to be beat to sleep.
Somebody hated a baby. Got tired of a baby. Didn't want to be bothered with a baby. Didn't want to keep coming around your baby. Their own baby. Happens every day. You don't need a reason, because you can't put a reason on somebody disturbed. You need not try. You will lose. The stories are the same every day. Tomorrow there'll be somebody else's child gone.
Yeah.
Here one day, gone the next. You're never promised tomorrow.
Well, I don't know about that, Tracy, but the point is, this is happening every day. And 9 times out of 10, it's not a stranger. It is somebody that knows the child. Rather, they were living with a parent, dating a parent, married to a parent, they know of the child. No stranger danger.
That's rare.
These children are leaving here by their own damn parents and their parents' lovers
Within the circle.
within the circle. And I don't know how to stop it. What can you do? You can't make somebody be something they're not. You can't make somebody love a kid. You can't make somebody cope. You can't tell somebody, hey, you need to seek help for anger management. Because grown people don't like people in their business. They don't want you telling them about themselves. I got this. Don't worry about what I got going on. I got this. But they don't got this because they're sick. And the children end up paying the piper.
It's heart-wrenching.
I just met the guilty party. Always has an idiot vouching for them and getting them donations until they're found guilty at least. Tracy, what are you talking about? Dear God. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. You just met the guilty party. Who are you speaking of? Hope you ain't saying what I think you're saying. I pray you to Tracy that lives in the UK. Oh, who doing that? What are you about to get from? Huh? Well, I want you all to pray for Chadwick Carr that's missing here out of East Tennessee. As most of you who follow my content, you saw that I went on the grid. I went out into the old yonder to film the house. It's not the best visual because I was a little ways out and I just didn't really want to get up to the road filming as not to be seen directly looking at the house. But there's something with the foundation.
Yes, I'm scared for you.
Something very funky happened to Chadwick Carr. I believe somebody at that house knows what happened to Chadwick and is behind his disappearance. And I got a feeling that others are probably involved as well. And that's my take on it. Because if that is the last place indeed that he was at, then 9 times out of 10, that's where he went missing from. And I don't think possibly that he just took off into the world and cut everybody off, because who would leave behind their personal effects if they were just wanting to not be bothered? You got to have money to go somewhere. That's common sense. I don't care if you're going 20 minutes down the road.
Yeah, that's sad.
Oh, okay, Tracy, I got you. Yes, it's very sad. And I'm going to say something to you all in the chat, and I don't want you all to say nothing. I don't want you all to even respond, because I know when I say it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. But I will get someone to go with me back out there.
My dog.
I want to film at night.
I'll ask because you be safe.
Because I want you all to see that place as if it was then when he went missing. That's what I want. Okay, Lola says, no way he left on his own. Definitely foul play.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I
from what
don't think he left on his own, especially with them
No.
saying he bought a car the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he didn't leave on his own. Just from what you brought to us, I fully believe that. I believe there was foul play.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. But that's what I want to do. I want to get a man to go out there with me,
Yes.
or more than one person, maybe two other people. We go out there and I film and we talk and chop it up right out there on that pavement and do it in the dark. So you can see what it would have been like for this man to either have been up there at that property or down at that road and got gone.
Yeah, try to walk off on that
And
place
then
at
I want
night.
to also drive from that house to Frost Bottom Road where that lady lived and where those people thought perhaps Chad walked, and show you what that would look like in the dark walking. Except for we would be in a car, of course. But I would be driving slow to show you how dark it is, what the lighting looks like, all of that.
I'll go with you. I mean, I won't personally go with you, but I support you as long as you got somebody with you. I'm all for it.
I'm not going back out there by myself. I said I would take somebody with me in the dark.
Yeah.
And it will be a man. It will not be a woman.
Yeah. I'm eager to see that video.
Yeah, because I want you to see what it looks like at night, because daytime is one thing. Nighttime is totally different.
Yes, ma'am.
That way I will be able to stand in the road. I will go out when I know them folks is asleep, where nobody can come running out asking me what I'm doing standing in the road filming. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Queen, please take 15. That place is shady.
No, she's taking her hammer.
Say what?
I said, you taking your hammer.
No, I'm going to take somebody that's big like Bubba.
Yeah, I was going to say, take your Bubba with you, your brother.
That's what I want to do. Because I want you all to see if there's adequate light to walk in. You see where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Because if these women went to that lady's house thinking that he walked that stretch, let's see what it looks like indeed if he walked. And let's see how hard it would be to see someone in the dark walking and they're driving down the road. Could it be
with
down? Hit him. I don't know, because I don't know where his shoes and phone were. Was it near the grass to the road or up near the house? See, that's what I don't have the information.
And he only had one flip flop. Remember?
I know, but that's what I'm trying to say is the house, the land is a nice size house. It's not your standard lot. You got to drive up to the house. So that's what I'm saying. Where was the flip flop and the phone found? Close to the road or up to drive by the house? That's what's pivotal in getting an understanding on who did it. Because are we talking about random people? Hit and run? Somebody was, it's a racial issue. Hey, we see this black guy out here. Let's tag him, have some good old boy fun. Or, hey, somebody at the house had a problem with him. Poof, something jumped off. See where I'm going?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see that video.
Mm-hmm. I'll get somebody to ride out there with me. I probably, like I said, I get more than one person, and we'll go out there when it's dark, late, when I think these people are in the bed sleep. That way nobody can come out and say, hey, there's somebody out there filming. They would be in the bed, and then we could just stand out in the road,
do your thing,
either direction, and say light, no light. Because I can tell you now, because I live in Tennessee, in the county, there's usually no lamp post. You only get lamp posts when you go into the city limit. Oh, okay, Crystal, that's fine. Black people in a car in the dark in a shady area. Do you need to take bail money in case the police pull you over? I don't know how the law attitude is in that area. Please be careful. Thank you, sweet one. Well, naturally, as I told you, it is predominantly a white area because it's rural America. There are some black people that live in that town further inward, and then going back out to the other town, which is Oliver Springs, going more towards town. But the point is, you can't really get a feel of something by just somebody explaining to you, allegedly, this is what happened. Sometimes you have to take people into the belly of the beast to show them. This is what they were allegedly doing. This is what it looked like when they were allegedly out. And I don't think you can get a feel of being at that house or near that road in the daylight time. The evil is so prevalent in this world, it's scary. You protect your family the best you can, but you just never know. This is true. Like I said, I will make a decision if I will go back out. But know that I will not be alone when I go. So if you hear other people talking, that is why. Because there's no way I'm going to be by myself after filming on a lonely stretch of a road in the late hour, in the late morning.
Well, Queen, I'm going to get off of here.
Okay,
Much love to you.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nancy.
And I will talk to you later. You have
Okay,
a
thank you so much.
blessed morning and a blessed day.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good night,
Okay, I'll
Nancy.
talk to you.
Okay,
Good night, y'all.
good night. That's Nancy from Oklahoma. Any of you got anything else you want to say before I check out of here?
No,
No.
this has just been a good, very good, another good live
Great
information that you have given us.
I'm not taking him. All he gonna do, he gonna be complaining about my driving. I'm driving too slow. All that, because when you out in those type of parts, you obey the law.
Right.
We're not in the city going speed 10 miles over the speed limit. I don't play in no what I call good old boy land.
Right.
There are rules.
And that's where I live at. Mm-mm.
Thank you, Tracy. What you have to say, Air Force?
No, I said another very good live for the information that you have brought to us.
Oh, okay. You're welcome, honey. Okay, Tang said, that's a good point. I thought about that too. I just wonder if they even sleep at night. Well, I guess we'll find out when I carry my tail out there now, huh? But you should know I'm coming correct. I'm not going to have just no okie doke with me. I will have some grown men with me. I will have some grown men with me. And we will, if indeed I decide to do this. But I just told myself nighttime will probably be the best, so you can get an idea of what it's like out there at night. Because daytime, you can't get an idea of something during the day. It's best to show it at night, sadly. But where is Chad Carr? Because this is wicked to me. The first marked 1 month.
Yeah.
And you know what's scary to me? It's trying to decipher who did it and why. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that person or persons, they're still walking around you and I. See, you ain't thought about that. If indeed he was murdered, those people are still at large. And I don't think this is a one-man show. And that's even scarier if more than one person is involved.
I definitely think it's somebody he knew.
Okay. From the halfway house, or he called them and they showed up at the house and got in the car with him?
That's my thing. When it was stated that he was talking to the sister, and then all of a sudden the phone just went out.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened. Either somebody pulled up on him or caught him out by surprise. Something happened within a moment
Okay.
that was unexpected, and whatever happened happened so quick. Because for the phone and the shoe to be left, that tells me something happened, more than one person, possibly somebody had a gun, a knife, or something and ran up on him, and he didn't have time to kind of run, scream, or anything.
Okay. But you know,
Like
usually
somebody could have been stalking him.
I was telling myself, even outside, a person would at least make a moan or something. If they got hit or stabbed or jumped or I don't know. Yes, Tanya, it is very disturbing.
Because imagine you talk to somebody, it just go dead. Something happened within a moment.
Right, and that's what I said too. And that's scary to me, is that he was on the phone with somebody, if indeed it happened like that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't hear no altercation, like he's saying, what you want? What's the problem? Then it went dead. Then you could say, well, I heard him saying something. You hear me? But not to hear nothing, it's very, how do you digest that? Oh, I know somebody knows something. I know somebody.
I don't know if he knew too much.
I think
about
it's a whole lot. I think it's a whole lot of somebodies that know something. It's more than one person. So what else?
To just buy a car, that's like a big thing.
That's why I said I don't think he was suicidal or depressed. I'm not saying nothing can't jump off in about 2 hours from the time you do this. But I just don't think that in this case. I don't think so.
Me either. And out there in the woods too. Creepy.
And that's the scary part, is perhaps if indeed he's no longer alive, he's right there in plain view, but you don't know it.
Right.
Because it's nothing but vast land and woods. Tang says, and the sad thing, they all watched. Well, we don't know who all watched, Tang. We don't know who all was involved. We don't even know who did it. But I'm certain it's got to be more than one. Because he's a big guy, and you're talking about you've got to be able to get that person out of view to wherever you're going to take them. You didn't do that by yourself. If it happened at the halfway house. Oh, Lord have mercy. What a mess. An utter mess. If anybody in the state of Tennessee or anywhere in the surrounding area, knows where Chad Carr is, please call the Clinton City Police Department in Tennessee and or the FBI. Please call with information, because his family is worried about him. Friends and community, they're worried about him. I don't know if he went missing from this said location. His family believes that he did, so we will go with that. Did these men do something to Chad Carr at that halfway house, the foundation? Who all knows what happened? Who's all covering for one person, two people, however many? Did some random person follow him down a road or so? Did he just take a walk down the road and somebody randomly followed him, ran him off the road? What do we know? Said something to him. What is it? Or was it something even more sinister, racially motivated? Black guy walking. Okay, we're going to have a little fun. Which is it? I want to thank the mods for joining me. I want to thank you all in the chat. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129. Thank you all for your support. God bless. I love you. Have a safe weekend. I will be back with more content pertaining to the stories that I've brought to you. Prayers for the boys of Cal City. Yeah. Prayers for Cash Gernon. Prayers for his brother Carter, that he has a safe and happy childhood thus far, and that whoever has him will do right by him until he is a legal adult. And prayers for Chad Carr, 32, missing out of East Tennessee from a halfway house called The Foundation. If you like to Google the said house, it is 1105 Dutch Valley Road, Clinton, Tennessee. Somebody knows where Chad is. Somebody knows something. And I will stay on this until the very end. And prayers to his family, mother and sister. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Night Owl Air Force.
You're
I'll
welcome.
see you guys later. There is no peace in the valley. None. Whew, Lord have mercy. Thank you for joining me.
Good night.
Good night.
No.
Bye, baby.